Hi, this is Miss Camp, and today we are going to look at yesterday's lesson, and then we are going to look at a new type of sentence. So yesterday we learned that we have a type of sentence where the subject equals an object. So we have a noun here, which is a person, place, or thing, and we have a noun here, a person, place, or thing. So let's remember what a noun is. So a noun can be a person, a place, a thing, or an idea. We also learned that when we use a noun, we have to remember that if it is just one, a singular noun, we need to put a or the in front of the noun. So I am going to get rid of this. So if the noun comes before the verb, which is or are, we call this the subject. And if the noun comes after the verb, we call it an object. And remember that this is the verb in our sentence. So we did a sentence like, Joe is a brother. Joe is a person, he is a noun, he is the subject of the sentence. Is the verb, and a brother is a noun. It comes after the verb, and it is an object in the sentence. And we talked about how brother is just one person, so we need to put a in front of it. Yesterday I said that if the noun comes before the verb, it is the subject. Today I am going to show you how we can write that sentence where the subject is going to come after the verb. We are going to use there is and there are. So I could say, for example, there is a brother. In this sentence, this is the subject of the sentence. It is just one, so we use is. I could say, there is a school. In this sentence, school is the subject of the sentence. It's just one, so I use is. I also put a in front of school because it is just one. I could say, there is a classroom. This is a noun, it is a place, it is the subject of the sentence, it is just one, so I use a in front of it, and I use is. There is a classroom. If I want to use a contraction, I could do it this way. With this word here, the apostrophe, which is this right here, it looks like a comma, but it's up high, is taking the place of the letter I. So we get rid of the letter I and we put an apostrophe and we push the two together, and that becomes theirs. It means there is. Now, if my subject is more than one, I'm going to use there are. So, for example, there are friends. This is more than one, so we use are. Let's get rid of that. We could say there are cities. This is more than one, so we use are. You can see how the word cities, one would be C-I-T-Y, and when we want to add E-S, we change the Y to an I, and then we add E-S. There are cities. If we want to say there are not something, we could say there is not a playground. We might say there is not a playground here, period. That means there is no playground here. The place where we put not is right here. So we have there, then we have our verb is, then we say not, and then we have our subject. The playground is just one, and so we use is. There is not a playground here. If we want to say there is not this way, so before I had, let me get my black here, there is the verb, so I'm using green. There is not. If I only have there is, then I can say T-H-E-R-E, and then I can say apostrophe S. This would mean there is. If I want to say there is not, then I put the is not together. Right here, is not. And the letter I take out is I take out the O, and that becomes the apostrophe. So now it says there isn't. There isn't a playground here. Okay, we'll get rid of some of this. And we'll come up here. Okay, so today we're going to talk about a different kind of sentence. And this one is going to be, let me cover up this for a minute. Okay, so here we have our subject. I didn't write that very well. Let me try that again. I'm just going to put noun. And this noun is going to be the subject of our sentence. And then our verb here is going to be is or are. And then we're going to have a word here that is an adjective. An adjective is going to tell us what kind, something about the noun. What kind of noun is it? It will give us more information about that noun. So another kind of sentence is also just 3 words, and it will tell us a person, place, or thing is something. Something about it. What kind is it? So some words that we can use are words that describe how we're feeling, or words that describe, I'm going to move those over here for a minute. This is from your white folder, and these are some words I want you to practice with and be able to spell. So we could talk about how big something is, the size. We could say the ant is tiny. We could say the firefly is small. We could say the elephant is large. The house is big. That talks about the size of the noun, of the place. We can look at the shape. We can say the earth is round. We can say the table is square. We can talk about how old or young something is. We can say the teacher is old. We can say the baby is young. We can also look at the color of something. We can say the sky is blue. The fire engine is red. The grass is green. The ant is black. The cloud is white. The rainbow is colorful. We can also look at where something is from. We can say Miss Camp is American. We can say the student is Taiwanese. We can also talk about what something is made of. We can say the chair is wooden. The shirt is cotton. All of these words are adjectives that tell us what kind of noun it is. How big is it? What shape is it? How old is it? What color is it? Where is it from? What is it made of? Then we can use words to talk about how someone is feeling. We can say, the girl is happy. Another word that means happy is glad. She is glad. If the girl is not happy, we would say she is sad. If she is angry, if something did not go the way she wanted and she is not happy about it, maybe she is angry or mad. Those 2 words mean the same thing. If someone is scared, they might be afraid. We could say the boy is afraid, or the girl is afraid. That means they are scared. We could say he is worried. That means the same thing as, oh, I have the same word over here. Let me fix it. We have worried 2 times. That means the same thing as nervous. Another good word to know is shy. She is shy. Or we could say he is surprised. If an animal is not a pet, and lives outdoors by itself, we would say the animal is wild. If someone does something that is hard to do, or they are scared to do, or they are nervous to do, and they do it anyway, we say she is brave or he is brave. If someone is doing something or getting ready to do something that they are really happy to do, it is a really great thing, they might be excited. We say she is excited, he is excited. When someone is a good friend and nice, we say they are friendly. She is nice. When someone wants something and believes that it might happen, she is hopeful. He is hopeful. If someone falls off their bike and hurts their knee, we would say he is hurt. She is hurt. If someone does something that they feel badly about because it made someone else sad, they might say, I am sorry, or he is sorry, or she is sorry. If someone has been running for a long time, then he might be tired. We say he is tired, she is tired. Nervous and worried mean that we really want something to happen, but we don't know what is going to happen, and we think that maybe it might not happen the way we want it to. So we are nervous or worried. And if something has power and can do things, we say it is powerful. An elephant is powerful. A lion is powerful. So these are some words here that we can use. Let's see if I can delete the highlighters. Okay, these are some words that we can use. These are adjectives, and they describe how a person is feeling. They can go in this yellow box right here. Also, these are also adjectives. All of these answer the question, what kind? So in this type of sentence, we would have our, those are kind of all stuck together. We would have our, let me see if I can, oops, that's not what I want to do. I might just not be able to move those. In this type of sentence, we're going to start out with our noun, our person, place, or thing, and then we are going to say is or are, and then a word to describe it. I want you for your homework to practice learning and using these words. I want you to try to use all of the words and try to remember as many as you can. Maybe pick out the 10 or 15 words that you think are most important for you and try to memorize how to spell them and what they mean. Practice saying them in sentences. So let's do a couple together. My subject is going to be red. Now you can practice using a name of a person, or you can say he or she. So let's see, I could say he is mad. I use he is because he is just one person. I could say they are worried. And I use are because they is more than one person. I could say the house is green. And remember that because the house is just one, I have to put a or the in front of it. I'm going to choose the if I know what house I'm talking about. And because I'm saying that this house is green, I do know what house I'm talking about. So I say the. I could say let's see. Apples are red. And here I have more than one apple. Because this is plural, I do not need to put a or the in front of it. I use are because this is more than one. So this here tells me my subject and then my verb and then an adjective. So in this sentence I have a noun, is or are, and then an adjective that tells me what kind this is. Now it is your turn to practice. Practice making as many sentences as you can. Check to make sure if you need a or the, if you need is or are. Put a period at the end, a capital at the beginning, and practice reading them out loud. These are the words that you're going to try to use. These words that tell us how we're feeling, or these words that tell us how big or what shape or how old or what color or where something is from or what something is made of. Have fun making sentences. Bye.